Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat Tack. And this is my cat Kyra. And today we're going to be reviewing Deadpool 2. Deadpool. This movie was hilarious. Now, I didn't like it as much as the first one. I mean, it's just below it. I mean, it's equally as funny. It's just that when you have a movie like this, and with most comedies, you know, they try to do the same thing too much. That's the problem that, like, Guardians of the Galaxy 2 had. You know, it's still a good movie. I liked it, but just not as much as the first one because they just kept on trying to do the same joke. And that was not the only problem I had with this movie, but one of the problems I had with it. But it's very minute problems. Like I was saying, the comedy is hilarious and on point for 90% of this movie, but for 10% of this movie, you know, the jokes fell kind of flat for me. You know, it's kind of just the same old shtick, but that's what makes Deadpool cool, is that he does his shtick, which is talk to us, talk to the audience. That's what I loved about Deadpool in the comic books, and that's what I loved about Deadpool in the first movie. It was brilliantly written, filmed, acted, just a great cinematography. Everything was great about that original movie, and the same thing can be said for this movie. Great acting, great writing. Just some of the jokes just kind of skipped over each other. I felt like, you know, that they were just kept on. You know, they'd say one joke and then they'd play on that joke for like 5 minutes. You know, I mean, just give us a joke, deliver it, and move on to the next one. But they kind of just rambled on with the same thing. Just seemed like to me, you know. But that's only happens a couple times in the movie. It's still a fun fest, still a great time in the theater. I loved it. There was another problem I had with this, and that was one of the cameos in this movie. I'm not going to spoil it for anything. This is my non-spoilers review. But if you guys want me to do a spoiler review, let me know in the comments below, and I'll just throw everything that this movie has at you. And that's what I want to do. But this is for the people that haven't seen it yet and want to just get my opinion. And my opinion is, go see this movie in the theater. If you enjoyed the first Deadpool movie, you will enjoy this just as much. And even if you're not a comic book fan, you know, there was a lot of comic book Easter eggs for people like me and fans of the material. And I hats off to them. Applause for the cameos and the great jokes that they threw at the audience from comic book movies that have been done in the past. Now, all that being said, the other problem I had with this movie, that when you go see it, you'll see a cameo from a character in the comic books. He's the big guy, and he was just a little bit too much CGI for me. It reminded me of Steppenwolf from Justice League. Just not really well done, and that's the only thing that really stands out as a disappointment. I love what they did with that character, and I loved, you know, the action scene that, you know, he's involved in. But like I was saying, man, Deadpool even calls it out. So I'll give it a step up from being just crappy work to where they may have even done this on purpose. Because Deadpool even calls out, okay, here it's time for the CGI fest. You know, or CGI fight scene. And then we get a CGI fight scene. But it kind of looked like they were trying not to make it CGI, but to someone like me who can spot it a mile away, it felt a little wonky. And that was the biggest problem I had with this film, was like 10 minutes. You know, that was just too much CGI. Not too much is not the right way to put it, but maybe not enough CGI is the right way to put it. You know, they could have done a little bit more work, maybe throw an extra $500,000 at it or something, just to give it that little extra, you know, trying to break that uncanny valley, you know, problem that, you know, CGI artists are having, is trying to break the whole human condition, you know, the whole how we look and how imperfections make us perfect. In that case, I'm freaking perfect. But anyway, that's a problem I have with this movie, and just the jokes fell a little flat. But I'm going to tell you, I was laughing the entire time. My girlfriend was cracking up the entire movie. I mean, everything is just, I mean, we went with a group of people and we all had a blast. It was so much fun watching this. I definitely, suggest going with a crowd of people, so because this movie needs to be talked about afterwards, and that's what we did, is kind of discuss, what we liked about it, what we didn't like about it, stuff like that. But overall, we totally loved the movie. Now, all that being said, the mid-credit scene is the best post-credit scene that I have seen in any movie ever. And I don't want to spoil anything, so if you want to know what it is, let me know in the comments below and I'll do a spoiler video. But just know, when you go see this movie, or if you wait to watch it when it comes out on digital or whatever, the post-credit scene is so amazing and so Ryan Reynolds and I love Ryan Reynolds. I respect him as an actor. I respect him for what he did to make this whole Deadpool franchise come to fruition, and proud of what he has done and accomplished, especially with this movie doing so well. Opening weekend, it made $125 million. And the first Deadpool made $132 million, I think, opening weekend, which was the biggest opening weekend of all time for a rated R film. This one is number 2. So he has 2 movies under his belt that have broken the same record. It's just awesome. So I'm proud of him and the studios for doing what they did with Deadpool. And this movie is just another testament that they know what they're doing with this franchise, and full steam ahead. I hope they keep it going with the X-Force movie coming out, and hopefully a Deadpool 3. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts on it. Oh, and my score is an 8 out of 10, which is awesome. It's excellent. I mean, the first Deadpool is a 9.5, if not a 10. I haven't done a review on that, but that's where I would put it. And this one's just a little bit under it, just because it's kind of the same old thing. But anyway, what'd you like about Deadpool 2? Have you seen it? Do you plan on seeing it? Let me know in the comments below. And like I said before, if you want a spoilers video, just let me know and I'll do one for you guys. But that's my thoughts on Deadpool 2. So go out and see it, because it's worth the money. But anyway, guys, that's my spew. Remember to like my videos and subscribe to my channel. And stay tuned for Cobra Kai series review coming soon. Love that show. They did an excellent job, and I can't wait to review it for you guys. So, that being said, remember to make yourself happy every day. And the only way to do that is to make sure that you know the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!